Hey, girl, wish me well. I don't keep no chain, no ain't no wishing well. Don't kiss and tell. She still got my skin under her fingernail. Who the hell let you in this bitch? Boy, you look like you 12. Send them shells, cause I heard a dead man cannot tell a tale. Wish me well. I don't keep no chain, no ain't no wishing well. Don't kiss and tell. She still got my skin under her fingernails. Who the hell let you in this bitch? Boy, you look like you 12. Send them shells, cause I heard a dead man cannot tell a tale. Oh, for real, I be calling shot, you just be calling 12. Raw scale.
We're back, folks. We're back. You know what time it is. Season 3, episode 12 of the Sports Bender podcast, season finale. God damn. I just gotta say, we're sorry. We're sorry for abandoning y'all at the most important time of the year, football year. We folded towards the end of the year. We apologize for not giving you guys the content you deserve. I hope you guys been following us on social media, though. My dog hosting Rob the Book every day. Put your plays in. Get your parlays in.
Get your plays in.
Get your plays in. Get your parlays in, man. You already know the deal. But, yeah, man, we're sorry for missing out. You know, 3 dads here, you know, that we doing. Well, shout out my dog. Shout out my dog, Jared, man. Special guest, yo. I'm sorry, yo. My dog, Jared. Pleasure to have you on the show, dog.
Appreciate you guys having me.
Yo, man, it's season 3, episode 12. This is a big deal.
Yeah, we've been talking about this for a little bit.
For a little bit, man. We talk about it.
Maybe a few months, yeah.
Yes, dog, and it's finally come here. We're finally, pause on that.
Kind of crazy.
Kind of crazy.
I let it slide for
But yeah, man, we're here, we're back, and we're excited, man. So make sure you guys follow us on all platforms for real, though. TikTok, Instagram. Make sure you follow my dog, Jared, as well. You already know what the deal is. Shout out Dodo. Shout out my dog Code, working, doing his thing. We'll make sure you start off season 4. Make sure you guys follow us. We still got picks for basketball and hockey coming in. Baseball's coming back, too, eventually,
Baseball's coming back.
Them boys be smacking on baseball.
Coming back with a vengeance, man.
Boys be smacking on baseball, man. Make sure you guys tap in with us. Follow us on all platforms, man. But we can't pick up where we left off, unfortunately, because we left off way too long ago to ever pick up from there.
Yeah.
But we definitely want to break down the Super Bowl that just happened last week. Kansas City coming through with a big W, 25-22. I mean, brother, is this Mahomes? Is this Mahomes like world? Are people just living in it? Like at this point, what are we doing here?
Man.
That caught Andy Reid by surprise.
Bro. He's the new Tom Brady right now.
Yeah,
he's not the GOAT, but
no, but is this a are they a dynasty?
Yeah, definitely.
They're a dynasty?
I was a Seahawks fan, and I remember people referring to the Seahawks Legion of Boom era as a dynasty, and we only won once and went to the Super Bowl twice. So I would definitely say a team that's won 3 Super Bowls in a back-to-back is definitely a dynasty. Easily a dynasty.
Back-to-back. Hey, first team since New England to go back-to-back in the Super Bowl, man. That is tough.
2 decades.
it is.
Yeah, it's 20 years. 20 years it's been since the New England Patriots with Tom Brady have gone back-to-back in Super Bowls. So I'm not going to lie, that's special stuff. But for me, personally, they're a dynasty, man. They got 3 rings. Mahomes, Kelsey, and Reed. That's like, that's the core of this franchise. You know what I'm saying? Andy Reid leading the pack. Mahomes doing what he does. And then Kelsey. I mean, bro, Kelsey had an all-world second half. Even though he didn't score in this past Super Bowl, like, what do you have, 8 catches?
9 for 93,
He did his thing.
He did his thing, bro.
Did what he had to.
He did what he had to do. And I'll tell you this. Travis Kelce might be the best tight end in the world. Do you guys agree? Best tight end ever. Best tight end ever.
Okay.
Ever?
Yeah, best tight end
I'm
ever.
not going for that.
You're not?
Yeah.
Best tight end ever right now.
No, because, bro, we have Dolphins scheduled games. So we watch Rob Gronkowski twice a year.
Yeah.
I can't put anybody over
I like that take.
I can't put anybody over him.
I like that take.
He does everything. Blocking. He's a big target. Like, probably the closest thing to Calvin Johnson that we've seen. I'd say. The closest thing to Calvin Johnson that we've seen. Yeah. He's not. I wouldn't put anybody over.
But, I mean, Rob's, he's a tight end. Calvin Johnson's a wideout.
Yeah, but as far as, like, what Calvin Johnson was,
I mean, yeah. I mean, Gronk
Like
was
just
special, man.
just throw it up and he got it.
Yeah, type of thing.
But he was different.
No, he was. Yeah, Gronk was crazy, man. Especially in the red zone.
He was dragging people.
Yeah, no, especially in the red zone, man. Shout out, Gronk, man. You doing your thing,
yeah.
man. Post playing, man. Retirement, you doing your thing, man. Shout out, Gronk, man.
Shout out.
But
You have Kelsey as number 1?
I think I do, man. I think I do. Only because the only reason why is because I think Travis Kelce in all 3 games in the Super Bowl has had a really good or a great game, especially that Eagles game. He did his thing in that Eagles game.
Yeah,
Caught
he
a touchdown early, and he was effective throughout the game. And it was 38-35, so it was a shootout. You know, he had to make plays. And then obviously just the regular season stuff. And I seen him play with Alex Smith. So I'm not coming at this just from a Mahomes era type of thing. When he was with Alex Smith, he wasn't bad. He didn't have 1,000 yards. He wasn't great, but he wasn't terrible. Right. Like, he made the playoffs with Alex Smith.
He did.
Come on, bro. I'm just saying, Travis Kelce has been productive for the past 7-8 years, minimum.
It's hard to argue, but I think I'm sticking with Gronk for now. And then I think definitely if they get another ring, it's gonna be hard to really say he's not the.
Shout out Tony Gonzalez though, because that's like our era.
How many does Gronk have?
4 or 3?
At least I think 3.
At least 3.
He outplayed Travis in one of them.
Did he outplay him though?
Yeah, I'd say so.
He did, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
when they played each other,
in the Bucks, on the Bucks when he was on the Bucks.
Yeah.
Did he catch a touchdown?
Yeah,
I think he had 2.
Balled that.
No, hold on.
Yes, I think.
How many?
Really
look that up. How many touchdowns?
I really want to say he had 2.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
2020 Super Bowl, because that was, or 2021, one of them. I think it was 2020 because it was COVID year.
Possibly, I'm not sure.
That the Bucks played the Chiefs. It was COVID year for sure. Because the year after was the Rams and the Bengals, 2021.
Yeah,
that's what it was. And then last year was Eagles.
Yeah, Gronk had 6 catches, 67 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Oh, he caught 2 tutties? Hold on, he had 2 touchdowns?
2 touchdowns.
Because Antonio Brown, shout out AB, caught a touchdown too in that game. You telling me Tom Brady threw 3 touchdowns?
AB had 5 catches for a whopping 22 yards and a touchdown.
He had a tutty though. He had a tutty.
Touchdown.
So Tom threw 3 tutties, man. That's crazy. But shout out Gronk, man. That's not. I'm not hating on that, guys. I mean,
that brings me to the next thing. You said is do you think Mahomes is the GOAT over Brady right now?
No, I won't go that far. I think Travis Kelce's better than Gronk, but I won't say Mahomes better than Brady. And I don't think it's just a rings thing. Like, people are talking, oh, he's got to get to 5. Like, I think the way he plays matters. Like, the way you play the game plays a role into that discussion, you know? Like, Tom Brady is great, but he had one style that he can play in, you know, which is...
What do you mean one style?
One style as in, like, you better protect him. You know, you
That's
can't...
That's any quarterback.
No, Mahomes can make things happen with his legs, and he can play an unorthodox style where he can check the ball down, play check down ball, and he can play... You want to outscore...
How many Mahomes do they got out there?
No, but this is the question. You just asked me the question, is Mahomes the GOAT?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's not the GOAT, but I'm not talking about anybody else. There's no other Mahomes. There's only one Mahomes. You know, you're comparing him to the best to ever do it, who's got 4 more rings than him. So clearly it's not a ring discussion. It's more of a talent perspective. Like, he's making the most of his talent is what I'm saying. That's why he has 3 rings, especially in this era of football. Bruh, the AFC is a gauntlet. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Tua, Joe Burrow when he comes back. Those are just the 4. CJ. I mean, those are 5. Justin Herbert.
You know, I think it was
shout out Harry.
I think it was more the coaching that made him look bad. But
I agree with that take as well. You know, but
so we'll see what happens this year.
But what about you, dog? Hey, Jared, man, take the floor, dog. Do you think Mahomes is the GOAT?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
I mean, like you said, it does matter how you play. Like, some people would say that Aaron Rodgers is better than Tom Brady,
right?
Just based off the eye test. So it's like, if you factor that in, then yeah, I could say like he would win you a game quicker or more efficiently than Tom would. But no, he's not the GOAT for sure.
Yeah, no, I get.
I don't
see,
know if I agree with that.
no, but I think that's where the talent.
Yeah,
like,
people
what-
are judging it off the eye test. Like, look, he's running for this.
off the eye test.
But,
Yeah,
but they're
but
using
as far
that.
as,
They're
like-
using that too much as.
But
a
if
barometer.
you
Yeah.
judge them both at the same age, Patrick Mahomes is blowing that Tom Brady out.
Yeah.
Of the
Yeah,
You are right.
exactly.
I think it really depends on if Tom Brady comes up in that Patriot system. Is he the Tom Brady that everyone knows?
But then
this
people are going to
day.
use that with Andy Reid.
with
too.
the Andy Reid discussion too, and,
True.
and not for nothing, Andy Reid is a way better play caller than Bill Belichick. That's just a fact. As far as offensive play calling, you know,
well,
I mean,
yeah,
I don't know if
yeah,
he's
yeah.
I don't know if he's a
No, I'll
better
give you
leader.
that.
Yeah, Bill
Offensive-
Belichick was the
offensive
defensive
play
coordinator.
calling, yeah.
He was
That's
the
what I'm saying.
defensive coordinator.
And he had Tom Brady, so Tom Brady was the one running the offense. It wasn't until he had McDaniels,
Yeah, Josh McDaniels.
where his offense was able to kind of soar because the league was changing. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was working at a good pace. But those first three Bulls, that was defense. He just had to make a drive in the third quarter, fourth quarter for Vinatieri to kick a field goal. You know what I'm saying? So not for nothing, Tom is the GOAT. But I think Mahomes has made the most of his opportunities, and he's only lost one Super Bowl to
Yep.
Brady. You
And
know?
Loki, he should have been in another one if he didn't lose to Brady in that AFC Championship.
Yeah, and that matters though. You can't lose to the old guy. And
he
then,
lost to Brady in the AFC
Like, that's
Championship
crazy.
and in the Super Bowl.
I think the Super Bowl one is overblown though, because if you
He was
remember-
running for his life
No,
for sure.
yeah,
no,
bro,
no.
bro, over
But they still
300
put up-
yards.
But they still put up 31.
But listen,
bro,
it doesn't matter how many times you see Brady go to the Super Bowl with a sorry team. Bro, look what he did at Atlanta. And
That's
look
true.
at the talent he had on that team.
He didn't have.
And I hate to say this because I'm a Dolphins fan, bro, but
yeah. They didn't have much
we
of anything.
we can't deny greatness, bro. Like that's
Yeah. No, you're right. You're 1,000% right. Yo, before we go any further though, dog, we folded. Jared, man, just thank you for being here, brother. Hey, wrap me up again, because if you guys don't know, man, dog Jared, overseas hooper, man, doing his thing out there, did his thing out there in Armenia, man. Man, we just want to ask you about your journey to get there. I know it was kind of like your rookie year going
Yes,
in.
sir.
I know we kind of changed the topics. We were supposed to do this before we started the show, but
yeah.
we folded. What'd you say?
Okay.
Good clip and edit to make it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But no, man, we wanna kind of tap in with your journey, bro. I mean, obviously playing basketball overseas is a big deal, you know,
For
and
real.
not everybody gets an opportunity to do that. You know, obviously it's a professional league, however you want to look at it. So, how was the journey out there, bro? What was it like playing overseas?
Bro, it was pretty cool. It was definitely different from what we're used to here, as far as just like being in the gym every day, things like that. Because for the most part, we're enjoying the city as well as like looking for certain gyms, things like that, depending on the situation that you're going into.
Right.
So for us, once we found a gym that we liked, we could get into, it wasn't a lot of money. That's when we really started like cranking up the work, and that's when I started having like some of my best games. But as far as like the different rules and like the actual, like you get fined, I mean not fined, you get a tech for flopping, and the
You
rest
get a tech for flopping?
yes.
Wait, you get a tech for flopping?
If you flop and the ref thinks that you flopped, you get a tech. Like
I'm
they
not
stop
gonna
the
lie.
game, you get a tech.
That's
like
pretty
the,
solid.
Like the NBA said that they were going to implement that rule,
Right.
Yeah.
but they don't really only do it to like star players if they flop.
Yeah. Damn, dog, that's wild.
But do they
And like-
enforce
and
it like that? They really enforce it?
Yeah, like if you like they'll just like stop the game tech.
Oh,
Like you
wow.
can't you can't clap in people's faces. Like when they're shooting,
Yeah.
you can't like clap in their face.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, something that I use to my advantage. Like they have a shot clock, and I played last place I played was high school, so we didn't really have a shot.
There was
clock,
no
so-
shot clock, in high
Yeah,
school.
yeah. So what I would do is just to make sure we had the most shot clock that time that we could get. I'd have my teammates, whoever's inbounding the ball, I have them roll it to about half court, and then I pick it up there, or even closer, because like if they're gonna run a zone, they're not gonna be expanding their zone out. So I'd pick it up at maybe the volleyball line, and I'd have 35 seconds compared to walking it up, and then you get there, and it's like maybe 25 seconds left on the shot
Right.
clock, and it's like it just condenses it. But like little stuff like that matters.
Yeah, of
Especially
course.
when you're not used to playing with the shot clock, and you're
Of
you're
course.
just used to playing like more so pickup.
Of course,
Yeah.
dog. No, for sure. I mean, going from, like you said, pick up basketball to something where you're worrying about a shot clock and, making sure that you get a shot up within a certain amount of time, especially playing with guys that you don't know that well. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You didn't grow up with these guys. These are guys that they're, an organization's picking up, putting together, trying to.
People who are just trying to make it just like me, but
Exactly.
older, like
Exactly.
like 27 through 30. So like
Of course, man.
they're
They're chasing.
trying to get it.
They're chasing a dream just like you are, man. So
Right.
just before we move forward, man, what's your next move? What are you looking to do next?
I just signed with the agency this past week. So right now we're looking at getting me like a little bit closer to home because
Right.
the flight over there was 23 hours. And then I had to
Wow, bro.
play
23 hours, yo.
No, 23 hours
Damn.
total. 23 hours total travel.
No,
the longest
that's-
flight was 12, but 23 hours total travel.
That's wild, dude.
And then I ended up playing the day that I got there.
Right.
So like that was kind of tough. But looking at places closer to home, really, just so like my family could be able to come out, my friends, things like that. Like like that matters as much as the next thing. So
Facts.
We appreciate that, bro. And I appreciate everything you do in terms of putting the work in. And I see you out there with us, dog. 6 a.m. See you out there with us at 6 a.m. getting buckets.
Yeah,
But,
appreciate you.
Hope you get that finger straight too, dog, because I know that situation.
Nah, yeah, it's all good. It's all good for sure. I can shoot with it now, and it probably helped my shot more because like when I was shooting without it, like my hands, like my fingers would do different things, right? But now that I have this on it, I have to make sure like my whole wrist like breaks and follows through because like all my fingers have to be one with the shot compared to like fingers like spreading off all different types of ways. So it's probably helped my shot more, honestly.
That's fire. That's right. See, little things like that, everything makes a difference, bro. Everything makes a difference.
My finger, if I never messed it up, bro, I would never like. I still would have been like spreading my fingers and things like that. But now it's gonna be like second nature once I get it off to still break my wrist, keep all the fingers together.
Right now, man. We appreciate you breaking that down for us. We appreciate you just sliding on the show and.
I appreciate you having me again.
Man, yeah, dog. We wish you good luck on your journey moving forward, bro. We gonna be tapped in. We're gonna be tapped in. Make sure you guys check out my dog highlight tape. I know it's on YouTube. We gonna plug it in. We're gonna plug it in the show, man. Make sure you guys peep it.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you guys peep that
sure.
shit. We want to get back to the Super Bowl topic because that's not why we're here, but it's kind of why we're here.
Yeah.
We missed 7 weeks in the postseason in the biggest game.
It's the biggest day in America.
Biggest day in America, biggest game of the year, and we weren't here to talk about it. So we got to break it all down. We kind of told you guys how we felt about Andy Reid, about Mahomes, about the game itself. But, I mean, we kind of want to look forward into next season. It's already next season. And the first question on my mind was,
Oh, man.
is anybody going to overthrow the Chiefs in the AFC, at least? Are they going to make it to another Super Bowl?
I mean, it's always possible. Look what they did this year, but next year's always next year. We'll see how everyone does in the draft and free agency.
Such
Everything
a PR
looks
answer,
so-
dog. That's a fake ass answer,
bro,
dog.
No, I'm dead ass.
If you had to put your money on Mahomes or the field, what are you doing?
Bro, I'm gonna take the field.
I'm
bro.
just making sure, man.
Like,
so who do you?
At the end of the day, if Mahomes makes the dance, then you can never count him out.
Yeah,
that's how it is, bro. Just like Brady, bro. It's the same exact thing, bro. So at the end of the day, I can't say that I want to bet against Mahomes, but at the same time,
you can't bet against Mahomes.
You really never know what's gonna happen next year. Next year's next year.
Yeah,
Like-
for sure. It's just way too early predictions,
Like,
dog.
yeah, this is like a week after, or not even a week after the bowl.
just at the end of the day, we still want to see what is moving forward because me personally, I just named the top 5 quarterbacks in the AFC, and they're all borderline elite, if not elite already. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, it's kind of like, is it just rinse and repeat for the Chiefs, or are they finally going to be overtaken somehow by another quarterback? Because Joe Burrow at least did it. He showed that it could be done.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't count nobody else out. Look, Joe Burrow was hurt, and Chiefs went back to the Super Bowl.
Right. It was that quick. That quick. Jared, dog. Anybody gonna overthrow KC in the AFC?
I like the Ravens, man. The Broward Ravens.
Yes.
They got everybody from down South Florida on their team, so it's hard not to root for them. Like,
Yeah, I feel
man,
you.
they got Lamar. Like, he's actually like
That's the
somebody
man.
that you'll just see like just walking.
Yeah,
you start
yeah.
talking to him, like it'll sound like kind of similar to Lamar. You know, he's like one of those like people. Is like just he's Broward, dog.
Exactly.
And like I can't help but to like root for them, bro.
He's been Broward since the day he came out of Louisville, dog. I'm telling you, bro. He's even before that, like he's always been consistent, and I give him massive credit for that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I guess for me personally, I want to say the Ravens would do it, but
Nah, it's tough though. I just like the Ravens. I'm not saying that's still Patrick Mahomes, and like especially if they keep a strong defense. That's
I hear you
because I feel like he eventually gets to the point where like you could just put him out there with anybody. It was kind of like that earlier in the season, but they were still losing. It's like, bro, like they're not catching passes. Like it doesn't matter how good
they weren't. Yeah, they had the most.
It doesn't matter how good Patrick Mahomes is if his receivers aren't catching passes.
They had the most drops. They had the most drops in the league.
And then it's like you get to the
ball.
playoffs, it's like they're catching everything. So you can't bet against them. I don't know what he did.
But what about my bad, not to cut you off, but like, what about the unfortunate luck for the Niners, man? Like everything went wrong for them, bro. Even before the game started, right when the defense was going on, Dre Greenlaw injures himself.
yeah.
Before a play even happened.
I mean,
what the hell? That's one of their best linebackers.
I tell you right now, I think Brock Purdy sold that game, brother. I'm sorry, he didn't play terrible.
I don't know about that,
brother. Multiple third downs. There was a third down in overtime where he had Ayuk wide open. They blitz, he gets rid of it quick. There was another third down that can seal the game in the fourth quarter. He couldn't get rid of it. They blitzed him, and he couldn't check it down. He couldn't find the read, or he couldn't extend the play. I'm saying, brother, Brock Purdy didn't lose them the game, but he damn sure ain't win it for them.
Of course, because they lost.
But he's the quarterback, so you got to accept some of that blame.
The quarterback is always going to accept blame when they lose. Bro.
Shanahan didn't call a bad game either.
No, but that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, like, it comes down to coaching still, because if you're not setting up your quarterback for success,
I think he did. I think he did. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm not, bro. At the end of the day, they all played hard. It's the Super Bowl, bro. Everyone's going all out. You could play your hardest and still get beat, bro.
No, I agree. Go ahead.
I'd say you said Shanahan didn't call a bad game, but I feel like they should have ran a lot more in the second half. I feel like he set Brock. I mean, like he probably tried to set him up the same way Pete Carroll tried to set Russell Wilson up to be Super Bowl MVP, throwing it on the goal line rather than just giving it to Marshawn. I feel like he tried to set Brock Purdy up like, yo, we're up now. He's going to be comfortable. He'll go out, throw the ball. Like, no, it should be going to Christian McCaffrey. Like, that consistently.
He touched the ball 30 times, dog. Christian McCaffrey touched the ball 30 times.
He should have touched it 40 times. They were up by
I'm not mad. That's not a bad take.
They were up by like, what, 7 or 10?
Yeah. The two plays I'm talking about specifically were in the fourth quarter and in overtime. You know, there's a play in the fourth quarter where it's less than 2 minutes. So 2 minute warning goes down. Yeah. They snap the ball. It's like 3rd and 3. He gets pressured and the ball gets batted down, bro. It's 4th and 4. They got to kick the ball to Kansas City, and Kansas City ties the game with a field goal. Yeah. So that happened. And then in overtime, they have the ball first. They selected the ball first. They're right there at the 12 or 13. I don't know if you remember this, dog. I know you're blasted. But no. Wow. We was all on a bender. Oh, that should have been on camera, dog. Oh, that should have been on camera. But, yo, overtime, Brock Purdy, 3rd and like 2. They did throw the ball, though. You're right. You're right. They did throw the ball. But he didn't complete the pass, bro. And they kicked the field goal. And Mahomes marched down the field and scored a touchdown. So I'm sorry, bro. Brock Purdy takes more blame than Shanahan for me in this Super Bowl loss. I think he takes the bulk of the blame.
How do you feel about players on the 49ers not knowing the rules?
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's on who?
I know
that's on Shanahan.
No. Knows how I feel, bro.
That's directly on Shanahan. That was terrible.
I feel you, but you're telling me that they're not throwing their coach under the bus right now? It's terrible. That's a terrible take. I think Shanahan.
If you don't know the rules,
But I think
That's what I'm.
I
That's
feel like the players probably. I'm not saying that they didn't know the rules,
the
but
players
said
don't
it. No,
call
he
the
said it.
game.
But to me, it feels like Shanahan kind of told them without forcibly telling them, and those fools kind of took it like, all right, yeah, like
Who calls the plays
not gonna
during
pay
the
attention.
game? Who calls the plays during
I think
the
it was like
game?
number 49. He said, he's like, yo, if we score a touchdown, they still get the ball back. I didn't know that.
Bro,
It was
that
after the coin. It was after the coin toss.
bro, that
He's a
happens in
player.
playoff
I
football.
guess that's
crazy.
true. All right, so if they give the ball to Mahomes and Mahomes scores first and they still only kick a field goal and don't get it,
Then
What's
it's
the
a,
difference?
they're
No,
not
but you
kicking
know-
a field goal.
Yeah, you know what you need. You're not.
You know
gonna,
what you-
you're not.
I
I
saying
understand, but who's to guarantee that they score a touchdown? They hadn't
can't
scored,
guarantee
But at the
that.
same
so that's
time-
what I'm saying.
But like
Based
the-
off the last couple drives, they didn't score a touchdown.
That's true. Right.
So that's all I'm saying. And Mahomes did. Mahomes got in the end zone, his first possession of overtime, even
he
though it
did.
was before or after the 49ers possession. It just so happened to be after. I agree with you guys. It was a blunder. It was a blunder, but I don't think it's the main reason they lost. They
My
had
whole
chances to
thing-
win the game before that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. My whole thing is more like, if you're going to play for a tie in the Super Bowl, you don't deserve to win. If you're gonna settle for a field goal when you're right
I like
there,
that. I like that take a lot.
Like-
I agree.
Yeah, it was like
You don't deserve to win.
2.
yeah, like
It was 3-2.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah.
kicked the.
it was just bad play calling at the end of the day. And it's Kyle Shanahan's still a great coach, but you know he's gonna get it together. He's gonna get a Super Bowl. I don't doubt it whatsoever. He's gonna get a Super Bowl eventually, but he's gotta get it together with the play calling in these tight situations.
No,
He's
I
gonna
guess.
get one.
I guess I could table it at that. Yo, we'll be right back with the Sports Bender podcast, season 3, episode 12, season finale. Man, make sure you guys know what it is. Follow us on all platforms. And
Rob
shit.
the book.
You already know what it is. Rob the book. We coming back, man. We robbing this shit. We really are robbing y'all. We'll be right back. So it is, and we're back. Season 3, episode 12 of the Sports Bender podcast, season finale. Make sure you guys follow us on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram. You know what it is. Shout out my dog Lil. Shout out Clutch Rips. You already know what it does. Super Bowl Sunday was a movie. I'm sorry you guys
Great
didn't
times.
get to. Yeah, I'm sorry you guys didn't get to tap in. My dog went on a bender, then went to work.
Gotta make the money no matter what.
I don't know what dog Jared was doing, but were you in Armenia at the time?
No. I was back home.
Okay.
I got back like maybe that Friday or so or Saturday.
Oh, okay.
And I watched it at my boy's crib. I ended up going to sleep. I had to watch it back once I got back home.
That adjustment, that
Yeah.
9-hour difference, dude.
Yeah,
It'll be fucking with you, huh?
No, it definitely messing with my sleep schedule. But I wanted them to like wake me up at like certain points. Like I thought it'd be like, you know, like all right, like something's about to happen right here. Let's.
I mean,
wake 'em
it was
up.
a
like,
great
bro.
game,
It was like,
yeah.
bro, it's the last 15 seconds of the Super Bowl. It's overtime. Wake me up. Bro.
Yeah.
like, bro, why wasn't I awake for the last play?
Definitely.
Like, I woke
Facts.
up. I woke up to the field goal that tied it, descended in overtime, and then I watched the coin toss. I'm like, all right, I'm ready for this. And I went back to sleep, and then I woke up to the final touchdown. I was like, yo, like, come on, like I would have wanted to see
That's
that.
wild.
That's hilarious, dog.
No, but
Yeah.
I ended up going back and watching it. So like,
Of course, yeah. You still watch.
I didn't get that same feel though.
Yeah, of
You
course,
won
of
the
course.
game.
But you was out there doing your thing, making money, doing what you love to do, which is
Definitely,
getting buckets, dogs.
Facts.
Shout out to you, man. But
definitely a good time.
talking about basketball, we want to transition to the NBA, man. NBA in full effect. Rob the book with my dog Raghi, man. Make sure you guys follow us
sir.
on Instagram and TikTok. We're gonna be more active on TikTok for real, man.
Yep.
Because
Coming
Rob the-
soon.
Rob the book is gonna be in full effect now with basketball. We want to make sure we give you guys all the updated news and everything that's going on with the league right now. We're going right into All-Star break. And, you know, we're LeBron fans here. We're Heat fans here. So, you know, those are the teams that we mainly talk about. But we kind of want to give you guys a preview on the Miami Heat. I mean, at the end of the day, it's 305. It's 305.
Yes,
That's where we're
sir.
at. And the Miami Heat are just up and down as they are, you know, just about every regular season, bro. I'm not even going to hold you. I don't know their record, but I'm gonna pull it
I
up
think it's like
right
30.
now.
They're more on the up right now, but I can't front. They have been up and down this season.
Yeah, right now the Heat are 7-30-25.
It's the same that it was last year. I'm not a
It
Heat
was.
fan, but people like they like all their stuff. And,
So
like,
it's gonna pull up. Yeah, I mean, you're
I'm
following everybody
actually-
from the
yeah.
crib.
I'm actually like a Heat hater.
Oh, damn, dog. Why didn't we ask that before we asked you on the show, dog?
Yeah.
But like, no, I respect the culture, but like just for like Heat fans, similar like Cowboy fans, you guys.
No.
I mean,
No way. That's crazy.
Actually,
That's a crazy take.
No.
Look at the camera. Look at the camera.
I didn't finish it.
Look at the camera, man.
I didn't finish it.
That's a crazy take.
Because
though,
you
dog.
guys have been to the finals recently a few times.
Yeah,
So
yeah, we have.
That's why I didn't finish it because I really thought about it. But they're like, they're just. I mean, honestly, I can't even say it's delusion anymore because they are going to the finals with whatever team they have. But
That's a damn fact.
I just don't like them. So I just like.
I
just
can
don't
respect
like
that.
them.
I can respect that. Just don't ever
I
associate
respect
the
them.
Heat.
I respect them.
Don't
but
ever
I just don't
associate
like
the
them.
Heat with Cowboy fans
No,
ever
close to
again.
like the
facts. But the
Closer
one thing,
to the Niners.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe a little spoiled.
And
Maybe a little spoiled.
I think
but,
the one thing that makes people doubt the Heat, even though they go on these runs in the playoffs, is because we never finish a job. We haven't finished a job since the Big Three. So
That's true.
Yeah,
What do the
that's
Heat need to do to make it to another NBA Finals, though? That's the real question, man. I just want to ask you guys.
play consistently and hopefully stay injury free. That's the only way.
Yeah, I feel like if they had Hero, they probably could have got the series as maybe 6, just because he would have had. An
No, I'm
extra.
saying this year.
Yeah, but I'm saying like last year. But
Oh, okay.
so if you have Hero this
That's
year,
true. He wasn't playing.
yeah, he got injured in the first game. Was it against the Bucks?
Yeah, last year.
So yeah, if you have Hero and playoff Jimmy, I feel like you can make a push. And then
Wow.
Bam's obviously Bam's gonna hit that midi for sure. I believe in Bam to hit the midi.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. This is you guys aren't gonna agree with this take. No one here on
I'm
this.
pretty sure I won't.
You're not gonna agree with this take. But the key to us making the NBA Finals is goddamn Terry Rozier, brother. Shout out Terry Rozier, dude. I know you're not healthy right now, but I swear he's the guy off the bench that can ignite a run
Is
for
he
us.
off the bench? Isn't he starting right now?
No, he's hurt right now. He's hurt right now.
Well, but before he was hurt, wasn't
But
he
I-
starting?
Damn,
I'm
I don't
pretty
know.
sure he was starting.
But I wouldn't start him. I'm sorry, I wouldn't. Not in the
Who are you
Bryant
starting?
Thomas Bryant's been on the bench.
Why? That was the big that they actually needed.
He's clearly not doing what they need him to do, bro. Like, that's why he's not playing for real. Because Spo's not going to not play you unless you're doing what you need to do in practice, bro. If you're doing what you need to do, he'd crack the rotation. He's not cracking the rotation for a reason, bro. And he got cut from the Lakers, too, a couple years ago. True. You know, he's been shipped around. So, yeah. I wish Thomas Bryant was better. But
Yeah, facts.
No, but
we need another.
back to my
big guy.
original point. I think even if he starts or not, I think he's the key because even though Tyler's been hurt, and I do agree with that take,
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler is proving that he can do it without Tyler Hero and get you to the big dance. He can get you to the finals now. He'll get you to the bright lights, you know. But he needs a little extra offensive push to get him over the hump.
The thing is, Jimmy goes all out because there's not that offensive help. Like, especially last year, he had to go all out. He had to have those 40-point games because there was no Tyler Hero and no one was really stepping up.
Right.
So he had to take over those games. And
I think people were stepping up for him. It's just no
I mean,
Tyler Hero, you know.
yeah, exactly. So you're taking away at least 20 points from a game if
And I think
there's no Tyler Hero.
I think Bam is also the one that needs to up his game offensively.
No, I don't think so.
What? In the postseason, I'm saying in the playoffs, you got to up your game.
Nah, he just has to hit the midi.
Bro,
He's
how
gonna
many
he's
moments
gonna
has he
hit
had in the
he's
playoffs?
gonna
He
hit
had
the
great
midi.
moments.
Yeah, he's just
I'm not saying he hasn't had great
but
moments,
his
bro.
midi is
I'm
gonna be
just
the
saying.
difference this year. He's gonna be able to hit the midi, draw bigger defenders out.
You
and
can't
then
just
he's
keep
gonna get
doing
past
those.
them and-
He can't
no.
keep doing those dribble handoffs all the time. Is all I'm saying.
He's
You
gonna
know,
start
gotta do
faking
more
them
than-
and then stepping into the midi comfortably. Bam's gonna hit
Hey,
the midi.
Bam.
Yo,
I'm
take
challenging
it
you,
to
brother.
the bang. Bam's gonna hit the midi this year in the playoffs.
Give me 25 a night in the postseason, brother. That's all I ask. So Jimmy don't got to go get 35 a night. That's all I'm saying. If Jimmy can go get 25 too to complement that, that's great. Shouldn't that be doable? They combine for 50 a night in the postseason.
I think Bam's an excellent talent, and I think he does. No matter what the number says, I think he always impacts the game.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He's gonna always impact the game in the way that he can.
Y'all know how I feel about scoring the basketball, man. At the end of the day, you can impact the game with...
That's Heat basketball, though. No one really has a night. Everyone has a turn, really.
Yeah, that is true, yeah.
To be honest with you.
Nobody's just going to... If you got it going, you got it going. It don't matter who it is.
It's never Jimmy for 10 games going for 30.
Right.
You feel me? It's never Bam for 5-6 games going for 20, 10.
Well, I guess in the postseason, I wouldn't mind seeing that more consistently because superstars win you titles now. At the end of the day, you know, superstars are the ones that are going to get you there, and they're going to win you titles. Jamal Murray, Joker, you know, last year. The year before that, Steph. The year before that, Giannis. The year before that, Bron. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be the guys that get you to the big dance. And when
so Jimmy isn't a superstar?
Yeah.
Jimmy isn't a superstar?
He is, but it's what you got to say. You need somebody else to join the party with him. And at least, for sure, even though Bam, you know, plays hard, he didn't have a good finals last year. And I'm not blaming him. He went against Joker and that whole squad. I mean, he was matching up with Aaron Gordon.
Pull up the stats.
What you mean? You
pull
want
up
me
the Bam stats?
All right, I'll pull them up. But to me, it was more about what you were saying. His impact in that NBA Finals wasn't as impactful as it should have been. Like, even whatever his numbers say.
I'm just curious. I'm not trying to, like, you know.
No, I get it.
But I'm just curious to see what his numbers was in the Finals last year.
I got you, brother.
Because I'm not going to lie. We got, how many games we played? We played.
In the finals?
Yeah.
Five.
So, yeah, I knew it was something short.
Yeah, Joker whooped him, got him up out of there.
He fucking got us the fuck up out of there.
Swept him.
Gentleman sweep.
I'm looking it up. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see what this shit says, man. Like I said, to me, it's more than just the numbers. Obviously, I just think the impact wasn't there. But I see here he was averaging 19 and 12. 19 and 12 with 3 assists.
Double with 3 assists.
45% shooting from the field.
45.
You know, I mean, that's not bad. But when Joker's on the other end getting 27 and 15,
like,
you know,
there's
and
Joker,
9, whatever the hell he's getting.
Besides Joker on the Nuggets, who is on there that's really like just a superstar? It's unguardable. You can debate.
Unguardable?
You could debate
Jamal
Murray. You could debate.
That's a real thing. Playoff Jamal Murray.
I'd say Jamal Murray for
he's
sure.
a real thing.
Especially against that Heat team. Like, the Heat were like, what, 6'2", 6'3",
yeah.
Jimmy. And then whoever the 4 was, I can't think of who it was. Maybe Kevin Love.
I think
and
Jimmy.
Then Bam. Like, Jamal Murray's 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
Like, he's just bigger than them.
Gabe Vincent was the one guarding him last year, and he was babying.
Exactly. That's the thing. We've always had small players. I think, like, if we really would have got Dame and we could have kept a core of the.
But you guys are still small.
Heat, like,
but Dame go get 30 a night, dog.
But that's what I'm saying. There's always
like defensive. Like, it's Jamal Murray, KCP.
I feel you.
Michael Porter Jr.
But I seen Dame
6'4", 6'6", 6'10".
I seen Dame cook all them boys, bro.
I was in 6'11".
I seen Dame cook all them.
That's facts, but he's gonna get cooked back potentially worse.
But I think the Heat defensive system and their culture is way more just locked in than what he's doing in Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't be the same player that you've watched in Portland or Milwaukee because we demand a different level of commitment on the defensive end, you know, of the game.
That's literally
when you go to it's Heat culture, dog. That shit is a real fucking thing. That is not a joke. Like, you got to at least try to play defense. Look at Tyler. Tyler's not a good defender at all. I seen him get cooked all the time.
Like, he
Duncan Robinson got better.
Defense, but
he's not good on defense either.
But he could shoot the ball. He could play competent.
To me, Tyler's a little bit better. Tyler's like a little bit better of an example because I see him having a matchup against other star guards because he's on the other end getting you 20. So Spose has no choice but to put him on the other guy. He can't hide him. Tyler Hero's 6'5", and you either had Josh Richardson, who can guard him, or Gabe Vincent last year, who obviously you had to hide him because even though he's good, he can guard the 1 and 2. He's not versatile. He's 6'2", he's 6'1". He can't guard 3s and 4s. It's just not It's not applicable. It's not, it's not going to happen.
But I
So
don't think Dame can either. I don't think he's contesting a Michael Porter Jr. thing.
I agree. No, I agree with that, but I think
Like
the effort.
KCP,
I think the
he's
effort.
there, but
I think
Jamal
the
Murray's
effort.
cooking Dame.
I think the effort will be better than what you see from him now with Milwaukee. Is what I'm saying. Like the effort at least would be better on defense.
I don't
and then
think he
he'll
wants
play.
to be in Milwaukee.
He doesn't want to be in Milwaukee. And him and Bam are dumb close. They're dumb close. Bro.
I think he took Milwaukee as just like second place, really.
Yeah, he just co-signed it. He was like, you know what, I might as well play with
From what
Giannis.
the media was saying, they were like, "Oh, you're not going to the Heat, so where do you want to go?
Exactly.
Besides the Heat,
Besides the Heat, where else do you want to go?
Where do you want to go?"
That's true.
And it's because he made it public because he said, "Oh, send me to the Heat."
When he'd been loyal and hadn't said a goddamn word for 9 years or 10 years, kept it straight.
Do you think it's
Couldn't
just
even send him to where he
spiteful?
wanted to go.
It's just spite that they sent him out.
Bro, literally the agent told the organization, look, I don't want to go anywhere else but the Heat. Mm-hmm. And he did it quietly behind closed doors. He did it the right way. They wasn't having it because either they didn't like what the Heat were giving him or they was mad that Dame wanted to leave because they had Simons that was coming up. They had Shaedon Sharp, who's really good. They got Jeremy Grant. So they felt like, okay, you should be here for this part of the rebuild and then we'll ship you later, whatever. And Dame's like, no, now's the time. Dame's 34. He's on the LeBron side of things. LeBron, Steph, KD, even Kyrie, like all those guys on the north side of 30.
He's like the younger ones of that generation.
But I'm saying he's on the back nine of it. Harden.
He's
those
like
guys
at the
on the back
beginning
nine of it.
I feel like he's at the beginning of
the end. He's on the beginning of the end, and that's not a bad thing.
Not even to say the end because that just sounds like
the end
crazy,
of his basketball career, man. Is what I'm saying.
I don't even think that because he still has enough skill to where he can, unless he has a steep ass decline.
Like another 5 years.
I don't think Dame. It's like LeBron.
Just another 5. That's it.
5 is a lot of years, dog. This man been in the league since 2012. That's 12 years.
What, an all-star or 5 as just
that's what I was about to say.
Like we can keep him on the team and he's contributing.
I'm gonna tell you this right
even
now.
as
Dame's not gonna
man,
do
I
that.
actually seem like going into
Dame's not gonna do that, dog. Yeah, Dame's not gonna do that.
5 years,
Bro.
6 man for Dame.
Dame reminds me
as
of
he
like
gets older. Like when he's like 37,
he'll retire, bro. If Dame's not
Bro.
averaging 27 a night and being that guy, he'll retire before he ends up coming off the bench.
I think we're being
dog.
prisoners of the moment, bro, because
What you mean?
he's in a new team. This is his first year on a new team, so he doesn't look as good, bro, as he did when he was on the Blazers. Last year, he was still dropping 50-point games, dropping crazy shit.
I agree with that.
And now he's on the team with Giannis, he's a guy that needs to dominate the ball,
right,
to be efficient.
I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is he don't want to be there. We all know that he don't want to be there, and sometimes it creeps into your play when you're already struggling as it is. And they fired their coach mid-year, and Doc Rivers ain't much better. So I'm sorry.
That was wild.
I'm sorry, dog. There's
wild.
a lot to unpack there, and sorry guys that were rambling, but dog, it's been too damn long. It's been too long since we've been on
Facts.
come out with content, man. But guys, we just want to ask you both, surprising team of the league so far. Who has been your biggest surprise?
I think I want to say the Thunder, to be honest with you, because Chet, this is his first year really playing. They look really good with Chet, and SGA looks like an MVP candidate. He's been playing lights out. So,
SGA is my MVP, dog. I don't care what no one says. Shout out SGA, man.
You still got Luka out there and all the other people, but SGA is really looking nice, bro. I would like to see if he can continue this play. I would like to see him get this.
He's my second favorite player, man, in the league right now.
I think the whole team is full of young players, and I'm not gonna say that they're gonna win an NBA Finals, and I think it's possible. But the thing is, a lot of things have to go right for them because they're a young team.
I agree.
So when you get in that playoff mode, they don't really have that much experience, and they don't have that many vets. They really got a super young team, so I don't know how far they'll go.
Lou Dort is their vet.
Yeah, and I feel like they could definitely probably get past the first round, maybe even a second round, and make it to Western Conference Finals. But depending who they play,
right,
it's going to be a tough road to the NBA Finals for them.
For sure. But I like that. I like that pick. What about you, Jared? Surprising team so far in the league.
I got the Timberwolves.
Like it.
I
Only because
feel
of
that
like
too.
the mesh between Rudy Gobert and Anthony Edwards. With Rudy Gobert not being the most versatile, offensively versatile big, with him, most of his shots coming from around the paint where Anthony Edwards likes to get to, I thought it'd continue to be a tough match,
Right.
like a tough mesh, and it ended up like they're making it work for sure. So they're definitely my surprise team, and I feel like they can make noise in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think they can. I think the series that they had against the Timber or the Grizzlies,
Nuggets.
No, I think they played the Grizzlies though.
Because they were saying that was their toughest series. The Nuggets were saying that
was last year though, right?
Yeah,
but they
when
played,
they won it all.
They played Ja 2 years ago, remember, and they lost.
Right? Yeah. With,
I think,
Pat Bev,
yeah. I think that series was what kind of started the uprising. I think that's a good pick for me personally. I think Cleveland is the biggest surprise so far, man. They're on a tear right now, man.
I'll give you that.
They won.
I'll give you that.
They won like 8 straight at one point, 16 out of 17.
Yeah,
Bruh. I'm telling you right now, man. Donovan Mitchell. I mean, Devin Booker to me is the best shooting guard in the NBA, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think Anthony Edwards is second. I think Donovan Mitchell's saying, "Yo, hold the fuck up."
Yeah.
I think that's what he's saying. Donovan Mitchell been doing this shit for quite some time now.
No, honestly,
He's been doing it for quite some time, and I think Donovan Mitchell deserves his flowers. I know we don't talk about him a lot on the show. He's not necessarily like a fan favorite, but he's a dog. He's a dog.
Facts. Honestly, this is one of your good takes, show. This is actually a good take on this one, bro. I'm not gonna lie, because as far as Rob the Book goes, I do my research on these games and stuff, and I've really been noticing that the Cavs have been smacking
everybody, bro.
Now, I don't know how long the streak's going to go. We're going to hit All-Star break. We're going to see if that's going to affect them at all. But they've really been super consistent. They're number 2, if I'm not mistaken, in the East. Possibly number 1, but I'm pretty sure they're number 2 right now.
Yeah, man. They're number 2 right now, 36-17.
They're doing their thing, man. Donovan Mitchell is, playing good. They got Darius Garland back now, so they're snapping. And
it seems like Mobley and Jared Allen have found their groove, like how to mesh together, who's gonna take the shots, because Evan Mobley is a very skilled big man. I think he's super skilled. He may not be like
kind of like Cat, similar to Cat.
Exactly, like he may not be like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, similar. Gobert, Cat. Jared
I don't think he's like a Gobert. I think
no. Gobert, Allen.
Oh, you're saying that dynamic.
That 4 or 5 is
he's like a lesser version of Cat, like Evan Mobley.
Yeah, younger. He's gonna grow in.
He'll grow into his body and stuff. Yeah, I think I think that Cavs team is they're doing their thing. They're doing their thing. And now on the flip side, guys, similar. Disappointing team. What team has disappointed you so far?
The Bucks, really. The Bucks.
That's a good take.
In many ways.
That's a good take.
They've been disappointed. Can I say that?
Well, just to let you guys know, what are the Bucks looking like? I mean, they're third in the Eastern Conference, 35-21.
And it's crazy to say that because you just said they're third in the Eastern Conference, but they have not looked good against good teams. They have not. They just got smacked by the Heat with nobody playing. And no offense to the guys that were playing for the Heat, because those are my guys. I love them. But no Jimmy Butler. Like, we have Bam and whatnot. But with no Jimmy and a few other pieces, like, it's hard for that team to be successful. And they just killed the Bucks. They killed them. They had everyone.
Yeah, I got a kind of crazy story about one of the about Haywood Highsmith. You know what that is? Yeah. Bro, so one of my trainers hit me up. He was like, "Yo, what are you doing tonight?" All this and that. He's like, "Yo, I'm about to train a guy. If you want to come by, everything like that." He's like, "It's at the Heat Arena." I was like, "Oh, okay," because I'm thinking it's gonna be like Bam or somebody, because like that, I know that he works with the same trainers.
Right.
So I get there. We park in like the little, you know what I'm saying, like the player parking kind of thing. And he's like, he introduced himself, all that. I was like, man, who is it? Like, I didn't know who he was. It was like not last year, but the year before Halloween night. So I guess like they just landed. He was like getting shots up. And my trainer told me, he said he's just going to walk in and just start shooting. Because like he doesn't know when he's going to get in. But when he gets in, he's like, his body's going to be cold. He needs to be able to shoot. So like, bro, he like walked in from the locker room. He walked straight into the corner and just started shooting. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
That's crazy.
And he did like a whole workout, like not stretching or anything, like just
He just had to lock in.
Yeah, and then
That's
fast forward to
crazy.
the finals. I think his first game in, he went 7 for 10, and he was snapping.
In game one,
snapping.
that was a
Yeah.
close
That
game
was
too.
the
Most
finals,
of most of our finals games were close. I think that
Yeah.
year I think we had 2 blowouts that year out of 5 games,
And at that
or 1.
And at that time, I didn't have it diagnosed yet, but this dude landed on my knee and like it bent inwards, and then I ended up getting the diagnosis afterwards, and it was like a partially torn ACL and meniscus. So I was like chasing his rebounds like with like a tear, like partially torn knee and stuff.
Yeah, hell no.
But like it was like, bro, it's gonna be in the Heat Arena, like saw the banners, everything. It's like, you know, that kind of thing.
It's an experience, yeah, bro.
facts.
Definitely you gotta take
I
advantage.
definitely bad knee again. Great experience.
No, I hear it, man. I hear it. You still didn't give me your answer though. That's a funny story though.
Oh, most disappointing team?
Yeah.
Probably the Heat.
Damn,
They let me
dog.
down. They were just in the finals.
I can kind of give you.
But dog, come
You let
on,
me down.
dog. Come on, man. All right, fine.
What's it?
whatever.
Pull up the record.
I think I just said their record, right?
Yeah, 30 and 25. What seed?
That's not bad. They're 7 seed, bro. We were 8th last year, made the finals, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm expecting like a jump.
There's no jump. They don't need to jump. They do their jumping
And that's
when the money's on the
That's
line.
disappointing to me.
I,
So the
all
Heat
right,
are my
fine,
most
fine.
disappointing team.
Well, I'll say, I think the Golden State Warriors are the most disappointing team. I think the Golden State Warriors right here, they're 10th in the Western
I'll give you
Conference,
that.
27 and 26. Klay Thompson, brother. I'm not disappointed in Steph Curry. I could tell you that. Steph Curry's proven to me the best point guard or the greatest point guard I've ever seen in my life. Like, he is the best point guard of our generation, and he's the best shooter I've ever seen. And
I'll
he's
give you
doing
that,
he's
but I don't know
doing
about
he's
the best
holding.
point guard,
Fine.
best scoring point guard. Maybe.
I'm just saying, at least that I've ever seen. You know, he's the best shooting. He's the best shooting person ever to ever shoot a basketball. That's all I know. And he's holding his end of the bargain, bro. I think yesterday they played the Clippers. They lost, and he broke his own record for most 3-pointers made in a 4-game span. It was at 34. I think he had 35 in a 4-game span. Like, the guy is shooting lights out. But Klay Thompson has yet to join the party, guys. He's been benched for the first time since 2012 today.
He's been what?
He's been benched.
Whoa.
He was benched today. For the
When
first
would you
time.
ever think you'd hear the headline of Klay Thompson getting benched?
Yeah, man, it's terrible. It's just it's not a good look. And I think for me, the Golden State Warriors are in a heap of trouble. And the only reason why I say that is because they got too many of the same guys. Like Kuminga and Wiggins are the same dude. Like they're trying to operate on the same wavelength.
One's just
and
a younger version of
one's
the other one.
just a younger version of the other one. And they need to get rid of Wiggins, send him to a contending team. I think the Lakers could really use him a lot. He's a guy who can get you 17 and can play defense. Yeah, he's not an elite shooter, but at least he's like, you know, like he's somebody that will play defense and will score.
I just got word that Klay Thompson had 35 points tonight, and he's about to be back. So I would
that
say,
real?
I would say to Klay Thompson, bro, you're phenomenal, dog. Pause. Like, you're great. Like
They beat the Jazz tonight.
Keep doing what you do.
Wait,
And shooters have slumps. Danny Green just said it. He said, bro,
he said
He's
they
had-
beat the Jazz tonight.
bro, he's been doing great things for over a decade. Like, he can't have a bad or a slump-ish year.
Danny Green did say that though.
A slump-ish year.
But yo,
Like, he's still averaging 17 on like 30.
We're gonna tap back
30s.
in. We're gonna tap back in. We're gonna get right back into this conversation. Shout out my dog Dodo, always holding
Klay,
it down.
keep hooping, bro.
Make,
You're good.
make sure you
You're
follow
good,
us on
Klay.
all platforms, man. The Sports Bender podcast season finale. We'll be right back. We left off on a whole basketball debate, but we kind of want to tap in with you guys about All-Star Weekend because it's kind of like one of the fun times of the sports year. You know, maybe not so much for the betting aspect because it's so hard to bet who's going to win a 3-point contest.
God.
That's something I want to bet on. But I'm not going to lie, guys. All-Star Weekend hasn't been as great as it used to be. And I grew up on All-Star Weekend, bro. I watch All-Star Weekend every year, either with my family or friends. Like, it's something I do. So what does All-Star Weekend need to do to just make it fun again? Does it really rely on the dunk contest? That's kind of like the question, right?
I think the problem with it is this. For the 3-point contest, you usually get the best 3-point shooters, right?
Right.
For a dunk contest, you're not getting the best dunkers in the NBA. Let's be honest. For a long time, you haven't really seen superstars in the dunk contest. You don't really get to see it that often. Like how back in the day there was Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins and all these crazy people in the dunk contest. You don't see that. So the Spud Webbs, you don't see that anymore. You don't see the people really, like, they can go up and get it really playing in the dunk contest no more.
I agree. No, I agree.
Like, just imagine if we got to see a LeBron James dunk contest.
You robbed us of that, brother.
God.
You robbed us of that. You robbed us of that, bro.
Bro, Michael Jordan had the dunk contest, and he got dunk contest championships. So
multiple. I think he got 2 of them things, too.
So, like, you can't tell me that you wouldn't have wanted to see Wade in a dunk contest or, plenty of other people. Russell Westbrook, all these players, bro. Russell Westbrook? Like, that athleticism, bro, like, what? Bro.
I agree. What about you, man? What does All-Star Weekend need to do to make it fun again, bro?
They need to get rid of the skills challenge for whores.
I like that. I like that.
They need to give points for defensive stops, and like they need rules on what a stop is.
What do you mean?
Like,
what do you mean?
A defensive stop, like maybe a steal, like you get points for steals because they're already scoring.
And what, like the All-Star game?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That would be kind of interesting.
That would be kind of cool, though. I ain't gonna hold you. That's kind of cool.
I think the reason why that's such an interesting rule is because it'll make you play
defense.
Make you play tighter with the ball.
Yo, that's crazy, yo. That's crazy, yo. I'm not even gonna hold you. Yo, whoa. Yo, dog. Oh, man. Make you play tighter with the ball, huh?
Bro,
oh, shit.
Anyways, it'll make, like, let's say, it'll make you, never mind, bro. Just say, I think y'all know what I bet. But
be more cautious with the basketball.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go to your original point and talk about the dunk contest, because for me that's what it is for me, dog. Like I grew up on Vince going between the legs, bounce pass with T-Mac.
Bro.
That's what I grew up on, bro. And that was what All-Star Weekend was about, man. It was for the fans. That's really what it was about. And I think the dunk contest is missing Zion Williamson in the dunk contest. I think the dunk contest is missing John Morant in the dunk contest.
That's what I'm saying, like the real superstars. That's what All-Star Weekend used to be about, the real superstars.
That are actual elite dunkers, too.
Yes,
like,
that are elite
it's
dunkers.
not just superstars that are superstars.
Exactly. You didn't have guys that just had vert.
Right.
That's what it is now, I feel like. Just guys that have insane vert. They'll be like, oh, you got to.
This is no disrespect to Jaylen Brown. Shout out Jaylen Brown for just joining the dunk contest. But he don't need to be in the dunk contest, bro. He's doing this just to give that contest some recognition. He's an all-star. He's an all-star level player. He's been an all-star level player for years now. So, of course, and he's got some bounce. Like, it's exactly the criteria you just mentioned. A good basketball player who's got some bounce, let's just put him in there to give the contest some cachet and like some notoriety. And I don't know, man. I think it needs to go back to the guys who are balling, the guys who are hooping, who also have bounce. Right. Those are the guys that need to be in the dunk contest, man. That's just my opinion on it. But you guys good with that?
I mean, honestly,
Ant-Man, Ja.
Yeah, like, bro, there's Ant-Man, so many people, bro.
Ant-Man, Ja, and Zion, that would be the...
dog. I seen a highlight the other day that, like, the one where he did the self alley-oop.
Yes.
Bro, it's like he just jumped off the ground effortlessly. It's like, it just looked like a swift motion.
Bro,
that
would be my 3 right there.
It just looked like someone just taking a regular step. But for him, it was like...
He's just gliding.
High,
and he's just...
there just...
He's just gliding. He's just gliding. Who would be the fourth contestant right there? I think we're all in consensus on those three.
Wait,
right
so
there.
who was the three? It was
Ja, Ant-Man, and Zion. That's a fire.
fourth?
Right? Who would be the because there's 4 contestants. So if we had
now.
yeah, right now. There used to be 6 back in the day, but
No, I'm just saying like players right now.
Maybe like Zach LaVine, just because he's won a few.
yeah, I mean, but he's already done it. I can't
he's
even hate
injured
on him.
too.
He's hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's out
hurt.
for the rest of the season.
Should be on the Heat. Shout out Zach LaVine.
Damn.
I'm trying to think, man.
That's
who else
a crazy
should be?
3 already.
That is a
That's
I
crazy-
feel like Donovan Mitchell would do some crazy shit.
Donovan
Yeah, because
Mitchell
he's
do his
still
thing.
pretty.
But he did it
good
already
athletically.
too.
He still got bounce.
Yeah, I'm trying to find I'm thinking of like a young guy though, like somebody who's young and athletic who's also like a star name. Like yeah, we kind of named him already.
Honestly, those are the ones that are
Brandon
really
Miller or
like.
something.
Who?
Brandon Miller, maybe on Charlotte. That's all I can think of.
Yeah, I can't believe
Crazy
Jaime
guys.
Jaquez made the dunk
Or
contest.
maybe one of the
Yeah, that was
Thompson
kind of
twins.
wild.
One of the Thompson twins.
If
Yes.
they, if they could like do something like crazy like that.
No, but they got Bunny. But see, that's what we're talking about. Like you're talking about rookie guys that aren't gonna be like the star of the show.
we don't know yet.
But but I'm saying right now, if we
Yeah.
put him in a room with John Morant, if we put him in a room with Zion Williamson, we put him in a room with who's the third guy we named? Zion Williamson, John Morant, and Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, yeah.
Nah, hell no. Like all those other guys, they're gonna shrink under the pressure. You got to put somebody in there who can also feel like they're also in that room. They can be in that room as well. So I don't know who the fourth guy would be. That's something I would have to think of.
It would, but you're saying it would have to be like an all-star caliber.
At least somebody all-star caliber, just to complement the other guys. Because the other guys, I mean, Ja to me is a superstar. When he's healthy and he's right, he's a superstar player in this
I can't
league.
think of a lot of other people just dunking on people.
Yeah, they're
Exactly,
jumping out
yes.
the gym. Yeah,
No, it's tough.
because
It's tough.
it's more of a
finesse game now. Yeah, it's more of a shooting game.
Shooting game, exactly. Like
It's more of a shooting game. There's not many guys just
long-range
attacking.
twos.
Yeah, there's not many guys just attacking the rim
Threes.
like that.
It's really a lot of threes now, bro. You got motherfuckers shooting from half court.
No, I hear you.
Put Braun in there.
If I had to put if I had to pick somebody who I think, even though he's not crazy athletic, but I think he could be creative with some of his dunks, I would say DeJounte Murray. He's kind of athletic, and he's a superstar level guy. I know he's not crazy offensively. I seen that fool hit like 5-game winners this year though, and he did it to me at the Heat house just a couple weeks ago. God damn, DeJounte
I
Murray.
watched that in the morning. With the time zone difference, I woke up and I was like, "Oh, something's about to happen." It was like the last couple minutes of the Heat game. Bro, oh my gosh, I think he hit like 2 or 3 shots.
And yeah, like a 30-second
like
span.
big shots.
Yeah, he hit a game winner, and then he hit like a 2 or 3 before that to cut the lead. Man, DeJounte Murray, I think he's athletic. I think he could complement that group. But real quick before we transfer in to our last segment, guys, first team All NBA or predictions for the end of the year. Real quick, MVP. Real quick, MVP. I got SGA.
I was
already
gonna say I want SGA, but I think as long as Luka stays consistent, then he's probably gonna get the MVP this year. To be honest with you,
They're 7th in the West though, so I don't know about it.
doesn't matter. Russell Westbrook got an MVP because he averaged a triple-double and he barely made it to the playoffs that year.
Yeah, I get it. It's true.
I might have to go SGA.
SGA. Okay. First team All NBA. I'll start.
Damn.
So I'm gonna go Joker. Joker in there. If Embiid comes back,
The
I'll go
irony
Embiid.
of that take right there.
I'm not an asshole. All right, I understand the situation. I'll probably go Embiid as well if he comes back like healthy. You got to put them both in there. Can't take one out.
But I don't think he can make it because of the games.
Yeah, because the games.
Oh, okay. So then take him out. I'll probably put AD right there. AD's been balling, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And he's been
as
consistent.
of late, but
I'm saying he hasn't missed many games. at
I'm
all.
not
He's
even
been
gonna
consistent.
cap. I haven't kept up with his stats, so I'm not gonna sit here and talk too much.
He's been
but
consistent, bro. He's been consistent.
Over
So I'll
Giannis?
put him in there. No, I'll put Giannis right there. Giannis, those are the 3. And
Are
then
they
Luke,
doing any positionless or no?
oh, I'm not sure. I just
Yeah, I
think
was
it's
gonna
3.
say,
I think it's 3 forwards and 2 guards, right? That's what I thought it was. 3 forwards
Yeah,
and 2 guards.
usually it's a center.
Or like two forwards, a center,
center,
and 2 guards. I don't know. If that's what it is, then I put Yeah, Joker, Embiid if he comes back healthy, Giannis, SGA, and Luka.
What is Embiid, a 4? You're counting him as a 4?
Yeah, I'll count him as a 4. I'm just
No
saying.
way.
No, I'm just saying you would have to put him. You can't take either one of them and not put them on both.
But
put on first team.
I
on
think
NBA.
you
They both
I
deserve
know as
it,
hard,
you know.
like as tough as that might be. I feel like they're both centers.
Yeah, that's true too.
They're both centers.
I agree with that. But that would be my list. Goddammit. What about you?
I mean,
If it's not Embiid, then that's why I said AD. I said AD. If it's not Embiid.
yeah, because I feel like AD really plays a 4.
Yeah, he
even
plays
though
a
he
4.
could play the 5, he plays a 4.
He plays the 4.
and a 3. Damn, who's really counting a small forward game, bro? I feel like the 2, like the 1 through 3, is really so mixed up now, bro.
I know.
It's like tough to really pick a solid All NBA team.
But we got 3
Just
minutes to
first
our
seed.
break, dog. So you got to give me answers.
I really don't got anything, bro. There's so many different. I think right now it's still too early to pick an All NBA team, but
No, I mean it's early, but I mean it's 5 guys. You can name me 5 guys right now.
What would you count Luka as?
As a
2
point
or
guard,
1?
either
Point
one.
guard?
Yeah, put him
That's what
at
I'm
point
saying,
guard.
like SGA, Luka.
You could do both of those. Yeah, that's what I did.
And I'm trying to think of my 3. That's the toughest one. Because to me, I always
You
pick
could put
LeBron.
Tatum. You could put Tatum in there.
Well, I
They're
guess
first in
Tatum
the East.
because
They're first in the East.
he has been balling, so I can't say anything. But I don't like Tatum as a whole, though.
No, I feel you.
And that's not even me as a Heat fan, but I don't like him as a whole.
Just his game.
I don't know. I feel like he doesn't show up when the time is really needed, bro. I really
Good take. Good take. I'm not mad at it. Solid take.
bro,
But you got Tatum or no?
I guess like for regular season shit.
Yeah. First team
Yeah.
All NBA. Those awards are regular season awards. So that's why
Like,
you got to
for
round it
now.
out. You got to
For
round it
now.
out. We got 2 minutes. Nigga, give me something.
For now, that's what I said. For now.
So what are the other 2
And then,
guys?
4 is AD,
Uh-huh.
and then give me Jokic.
Joker. All right. First team All NBA.
I'll probably go Shea, Luka at the 3. That's tough. Let me get
LeBron
Ant-Man
James.
at the 3.
He could play there. Yeah.
Let me go Giannis and then Jokic.
You
Okay.
could- I
Because
can give him that
I don't
because
think Joel's gonna make it. 'Cause of
Yeah.
the-
Yeah. Because of the
And
games.
I think
yeah.
Giannis is. You could count him as a 4. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's not
yeah,
a
sure
true
he's a
center.
4.
He's
No, and
not
he
a
plays
true
the
center.
4. He plays the 4 with Brook
'Cause they have-
Lopez
yeah.
there. They have Brook
Oh,
Lopez
okay,
there,
okay.
so he
So,
plays
yeah.
the 4. We'll be right back, y'all. We're gonna give you guys our final selections for our end of the season NBA awards. But make sure you guys follow us, man, on TikTok and Instagram, the Sports Bender Podcast, Season 3, Episode 12, Season Finale. We'll be right back, man. We appreciate you breaking bread with us on the season finale, man. We're wrapping up our NBA season awards, man. We gave you guys our first team All NBA selections. What about Defensive Player of the Year?
Defensive Player of the Year. Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, if you had to pick right now, man. If you had to pick right now, Defensive Player of the Year.
OG was snapping.
OG was snapping for a minute before he got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely.
I'm going to give it to Bam, dog. He deserves it, dog. He deserves it. He's yet to get one.
Yeah,
He's
that's
yet to
true.
get
I could-
one. And he should have got it the year we were first in the
Yeah,
East.
yeah.
Just because I know what he's
yeah.
doing, like without even, I just know what he's doing.
Right.
I could see.
He
Bam.
has gotten
Yeah.
snubbed. In
And
a
he's
lot of-
and he is actually one of those versatile guys that could guard 1 through 5.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Efficiently. Extremely
yeah.
efficiently.
It's not just saying, oh, he guards 1 through 5. No, like he really does that
He
shit.
kind of reminds me of Chris Bosh, to be honest with you.
Even though Chris Bosh wasn't as laterally quick as Bam.
Yeah.
Bam is more lateral.
And I think
Yeah,
Bosh is more offensive.
Yeah, like he has more of like Bosh had more of like a wing shot.
Yes.
And he had,
yeah, for
he
sure.
had a lot of post moves.
I
feel
think
like
Bam is a better
relies
defender,
more
but-
off his athleticism,
Yes,
but
Who you got in the matchup?
he's still
though?
crafty.
In a matchup.
Yeah.
Like a 1v1?
That's-
No. Like they, it's tough. Like Big Three Heat's gonna win, but if they matched up,
Like if it was just
like
I
their
think Bam-
primes,
I-
the prime.
I think Bam's physicality can kind of overwhelm. It just depends on how
Yeah.
Bam plays. You know?
I really think that's a lot closer than people probably would think.
Yeah, definitely. And then their surrounding parts, obviously, too. You know, that would play a factor. But I would say Bam, Defensive Player of the Year, y'all. Don't duck the question.
No, I mean I said
I could go. Yeah, I can see Bam winning it.
See Bam?
Bam, but Like, I had OG, but he's hurt right now.
No, I like
Dennis
the
Smith
OG
Jr. has
pick.
been clamping too.
Yeah, Dennis Smith Jr. has been. I know he don't get a lot of burn,
Shout
but
out Dennis Smith.
shout out Dennis Smith Jr. Man, he don't get a lot of burn, but he cold, man. There's a lot of NBA players that don't play a lot that are just tough.
And the thing is, I feel like Defensive Player of the Year now doesn't mean as much.
And it's because of Rudy Gobert. It's because of Rudy Gobert, and we said it. I'm a Rudy Gobert hater. I don't give a damn.
And it's like hard to play defense. So even a Defensive Player of the Year this year is like
It's hard. It's hard to play defense.
Yeah,
in
I
this
think-
league.
you're not really doing anything.
I think Marcus Smart won it the same year that he guarded the Finals MVP and stuff. So
that
it's
is
like,
true.
yeah, it's. I mean, NBA players say that Drew Holiday is the best defender, and then
Drew
you see
Holiday's
what
tough,
Jimmy
though.
did.
Best guard.
But
Drew
then you
Holiday-
see what Jimmy
Yeah,
did.
that's
It's
Yeah,
like
Jimmy,
true.
when he's healthy, is
He-
a better
he was-
defender
he was
than
down
every
s-
two guard in the league.
He
to
was
me.
down 6, talking crazy to the best defender in the league, which
Better
is like,
than Jaylen Brown?
bro, like,
Jaylen Brown's a good defender,
Jaylen
too.
Brown's not a two guard. To me,
plays a
he's
two.
a 3.
Oh, well, Tatum plays the 3, you know. Does he? I don't know.
I don't know.
But I get that. I get that. No, I respect that take, too. I respect that. Coach of the Year.
for NBA,
Yeah, NBA. Coach of the Year. Right now. I got to give it to the OKC coach. I don't know his name, yo. Sorry for that. I'm
that's wild.
I'm sorry, man.
That's wild, bro. Because
I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry.
like it's like, oh yeah, your team's doing phenomenal, but I don't
I don't
even
know
fucking
your name.
know your name.
I don't even know your name,
I
dog.
don't know your name.
I'm too bent. We gotta cut this short as we can, yo. So I can't do the research on your name. But nonetheless, I think you're doing an
That's
excellent
wild.
job. I mean, you're managing SGA, who I think is solidified. So I think he's secure. But Giddey, Jalen Williams, the other Jalen Williams, Chet. Like there's a lot of egos to manage, and they're all young, and they're first in the Western Conference. So like to have all that culminating into a really good season, that's a crazy name, right? That's why I didn't look it up, because I knew it was one of those ones.
2020.
I knew it was one of those ones.
There's no way this guy's been the coach since 2020.
It's true. It's probably true. It's probably been there.
Mark Dagn, bro.
No,
I don't even want to
I'm
say
good.
his name
I'm good
because
off
I don't
that.
want to mess it up.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do
Young
it.
guy, 38 years old.
I would go with him. As long as they can finish top 3 in the West, along there with Minnesota and Denver, and like that trio, I think he deserves. I think he deserves it, because to do it with the young guys, I think it's tough. You know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah,
it's harder to
facts,
do it with the
facts.
young guys, because SGA and Dort are his vets. Those are his vets, and one of them is the leading MVP candidate, and the other one, he's only been in the league for 4 or 5 years, and he's not. I mean, he's a quality starter, but he's not giving you 20 a night. You know what I'm saying?
Not consistently.
Not
at least.
consistently, at least. That's not his role, you know. So those are the guys he's leaning on for leadership on the court, because, you know, he's just a
You
coach.
know
So
who
I
he
think he's doing a
reminds
great
me
job.
of as far as impact? Like Cephalosha, but with a way better offensive game.
Yeah, definitely. As far as Lou Dort, Lou
Yeah.
Dort is not scared of shit. Even though
'Cause
he's not a
he'll
great
shoot
shooter,
the
he'll
three.
shoot that shit.
He'll
He don't
shoot
give a
that
fuck.
shit.
He's shooting that
And
shit.
there's nights where he's just splashing.
He's just splashing. And there's nights where he doesn't, but he'll shoot the same shots every time. It don't matter if you make or miss. That's the tell of a guy who trusts the work that he put in.
Facts.
He shoot the same shot every fucking time, whether he's 0 for 7 or 1 for 7. Or 5 for 7, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how he's shooting, he's gonna shoot it the same way. So I'm gonna go with the OKC Thunder coach, Mark, whatever the hell his last name is. Sorry about that, yo. Who y'all got coach of the year, man? Hurry up.
either him or the Cavs coach.
Who's that? Is that a JB Bickerstaff? Or did he get fired? Sorry, Raghi.
Man, you could go Tibbs too.
Go Tibbs from the Knicks.
Honestly,
yo,
I would-
Tibbs? They're 3rd in the East. Or 4th in the East. I'm sorry, they're 4th in the
Like-
East.
I mean, they were in the same place last year, but it's like,
No, they weren't 4th in the East.
yeah, they were, because I think Cavs were 5th. That was their first round matchup.
I
was
think
Cavs.
the Cavs were 4th. They had home. They
But it
had
was 4-5. They were 1 and 2.
yeah. But having home court, that's the difference between having home court or not. So I think that's when you're top 4. I think that says something.
The way that they guarded Donovan Mitchell, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was, and they're doing great
Donovan
this year.
Mitchell's
They're playing great this
crazy.
year. That's what I'm saying. Coach of the year this year, Tibbs.
Yeah.
I like that pick.
but
But I'm gonna give it to
also,
Spo because he ain't never won it.
That's wild.
He ain't
That's
never won
wild.
it,
How
dog.
do you not win, Coach? You know what? I just
I ain't
answered my
even-
own question before I even said it out loud. Like, he didn't win Coach of the Year with the big three because he had the big three. But that's wild. Because they'll give Coach of the Year to motherfuckers like Doc Rivers that choke every single year. Choke every single year on those Marlboro Reds you be smoking.
Yo, that's crazy.
Which wild ass voice. Like, bruh.
Yo, Doc Rivers is nuts. He is nuts.
Wild.
I never seen somebody ride one championship harder than him.
Spoelstra Coach of the Year award. Look at what
he
he's done.
Yeah, man. I don't.
If you could keep getting jobs, I say keep getting jobs, man.
No,
Shout out to
yeah.
Doc Rivers.
Hey, I'm not mad at him. He's getting jobs. He's getting
I'm
jobs.
not mad
but
for getting the job.
I'm just saying he don't deserve the job. I'm just saying I'm gonna leave it at that.
Like, I don't know how he's doing it, but
You said Tibbs. You're gonna go with Tibbs too, Coach of the Year. That's fine. You want to live with that? I'm good with that. That's a good thing. That's not a bad take at all.
I just hate doing awards like this in the middle of the season because it's
I know,
like,
dog. I know, but we haven't talked basketball in
like,
months.
I feel like because one of the surprise teams really are the Knicks, kind of. If we're
They're
being
playing
honest,
great basketball.
as dominant as they've been.
They've been, yeah, exactly.
Like,
they've been great, and that's a good surprise pick as well as far as what they've done.
Like, because I'm not gonna say that they're like finals favorites, but they've kind of impressed, especially with the loss of Julius Randle over like the last month and a half.
I agree.
Or 2 months. They've been hooping without him.
I respect
Not to say that they don't need him and they should forget about him, but they've been hooping.
I agree. No, I agree. 6th man of the year.
I'll keep it real. I don't even know the 6 men.
I can't name too many 6 men.
Well, I'm going to go with Norman Powell from the Clippers. I think he's been playing great basketball, man. I think it's him and Russ. You know, you could go either one as far as who's coming off the bench for them as far as 6 man. But Russ has been playing great too. Like they're right there tied for first and second in the
I almost
in
feel
the
like
West.
the 6 man position has kind of diminished a lot in today's NBA.
Because Jamal's not there, Manu's not
like,
there. Like it
feel
lost
like-
its edge. It's lost its edge. I
I
ain't
feel
gonna
like
hold
the
you.
6 man isn't as. I'm not gonna say it's not as important, but it's like you don't really game plan for the 6 man anymore.
No, you don't. Yeah, you
like how
definitely
you
don't.
used to.
But if you had to pick one,
Because the 6 man was pretty much the guy that could be starting, but they're just
Nah,
not
it was a
bringing-
starter
they're just-
coming off the bench.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's just coming
there's a
off the
starter.
bench.
Williams is averaging
like-
20. He should be starting.
he should be
Yeah.
starting.
Like,
Exactly.
if
feel
it was
me?
a starter just coming off the
But if you had to
bench.
pick one, guys, if you had to pick one, I'm gonna go whichever with either with Norman Powell or Russ from the Clippers. I think they're both doing an excellent job. I don't know. He might be. Yeah, I think he is. You're gonna go with Bobby?
Him or, I might go Russ.
Yeah, I mean,
I've
Russ is
seen
doing
the
his
most-
thing, man.
I've seen the most about him. I know he's coming off the bench.
And that's the first ballot Hall of Famer, yo.
I mean, yeah, Clay, he's started.
He's starting. He's starting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so tough because, like I said, bro,
I would want to go Malik Monk too. Malik Monk is cold, man.
He's
he
a
don't
6
start.
man?
Yeah,
Then
Herter
give me
starts.
Malik
He's coming
Monk.
off the- yeah,
Then
he's
give me
coming off the
Malik
bench,
Monk.
yeah.
Then.
Yeah, Malik
Give
Monk
me
comes off the
Malik
bench,
Monk.
yo.
That's crazy.
I love
Harrison Barnes
Love
starts.
that guy.
Keegan Murray, De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis.
That's crazy because Harrison Barnes and Keegan Murray is kind of
Keegan Murray
the
is
same
nice,
player,
though. Keegan
except
Murray is
Keegan
nice.
Murray got a better shot.
Yeah, and he's younger too, so he
Yeah,
has more
now
room to
he- yeah,
develop.
You can
younger
still
now.
start Malik Monk over one of them if you wanted to.
If you
Yeah.
wanted to, but I think he makes a better impact coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? That spark plug. I think that's a big thing for them.
You know that kind of spark? Just a quick question. Who you think better, Malik Monk or Jordan Poole?
You know what's funny? Is that in a pickup game, those would be two guys that I would love to see go at it. Because in a pickup game, like just like at LA,
That would be wild.
bro, they'll be like here cooking everything, bro.
Yeah,
both of them.
that's-
But I'm not gonna hold you. I think Malik Monk's better, only because he's done it in a winning situation. Even though Jordan Poole as well has won a
I
championship
was
in a
gonna
winning
say, he won a
situation, he's also had the luxury of playing with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and being coached by Steve Kerr, having Draymond Green. Like he's had the luxury of that. I've seen Malik Monk have to do it with De'Aaron Fox, who's great, but obviously he's never won anything. Sabonis, who's never won anything. And they pushed Golden State to a 7th game, which they should have
That was a
won.
wild series.
But it wasn't his fault that they lost. I think Malik Monk's just a little bit better than Jordan Poole. And Jordan Poole also got exposed because you see what Unfortunately,
They're
what he's
all
doing
in,
with
like,
Washington.
I feel like they're all in the J.R. Smith category. Like, they're those green light guys.
Yeah. They fall in the same category, but I still think there's like kind of levels to it. Like Jamal Crawford's like at the cream of the crop of that.
Yes.
Bucket, him and Lou Will, like you was mentioning Lou Will.
Chose on one tonight.
I'm just saying, bro, that because you're right in what
I'm
you're
not gonna
saying,
lie.
but I think there's levels to that, getting to that point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where you're just instant offense, 20 a night, no matter what circumstance you're dealing with, you're gonna come in and be an impact player. You know
I think
what I'm saying?
I don't know if Malik Monk's ever averaged 20. I think Jordan Poole's done it twice already. And now he's the focal point of the offense, and I don't know if Malik Monk has ever been a focal point of the offense.
That's true.
I mean,
That's
of a
facts.
defense.
I'll give
of
you
a
that.
defense.
Of a
focal
defense,
point of a
right.
defense.
I agree.
So I know that Jordan Poole is definitely seeing different looks that Malik Monk has never seen. Obviously, Malik Monk is great. He's definitely gonna. I mean, I feel like he should win Sixth Man of the Year, but I feel like their careers are just so far different. Like it's hard to compare.
Yeah, I respect that. But to answer your question, because I'm gonna answer it directly, I'm gonna say Malik Monk's better. That's all I'm gonna say. And then last but not least, most improved. Who's the most improved player in the NBA this year, man? And now who's taking necessarily the biggest jump, but who's most improved? Because you can say a lot of players take a big leap,
I
but
feel like he could. It's tough to say, but like Shea, because he's leading this team.
I don't want to say it. He was first team All NBA last year.
it's
But he's leading the team.
Yeah.
It's like it went from like, all right, like, hey, we're coming. It was like, no, we're here now.
But last year he was balling though. He was first team All NBA.
Yeah,
you know
but
how hard it is to
as
do
a
that?
leader though, it seems like
But the
team-
winning is more of a team thing than an individual
but
thing.
It's
He's too good to win most improved. That's what I'm saying. Like when Ja won it, he should have never won it.
Hey.
He was first, second team All NBA.
gonna
He's a
get-
superstar.
I'm gonna give you a wild take right now.
Go
And
ahead.
I might be a prisoner of the moment.
No, I
Matter of
respect
fact, I am a prisoner of the moment.
Let's hear it.
Miles Bridges
Wow.
has been dropping 40-point games back to back to back. This guy's going nuts right now.
Miles Bridges, that's a hot
Miles
take.
Bridges for the Hornets.
It's a hot take. I don't think he'll ever
He's
get
been
that
balling.
award. But
I'm not gonna lie, if he could keep going on like a streak of games where he's really hitting it, because this
Right.
is most improved player. This is not MVP. This is not
right.
first all team.
The only reason I won't give it to Miles Bridges is because I don't think he's improved more than the guy I'm about to name. I'm gonna say Jonathan Kuminga should win most improved right now. I think Jonathan Kuminga.
remember one of the Williams off of OKC.
Who?
Jalen Williams.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a
Both of
good
them.
take, dog. I gotta tap you up for that, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. Jalen Williams might deserve that thing.
That's a slide pick right there.
And to be real, he kind of snatched that second role from Chet. Like, Chet is that guy. Don't get me wrong. Chet is cold, but
I mean, yeah, I guess you could say he's the reason that the team went from like hey,
Where it
we're in the
is.
hunt to like players like him. stepping
now
up.
we're contenders. Exactly. Like, he took the biggest leap. If we're putting it at that barometer, like, if that's the
Facts.
criteria, who's taking the biggest leap? Damn, Jalen Williams. Damn, dog. He's got that team, like you said. Because Shea, like, when you say Shea was most improved, like, dude, the guy was averaging 30 last year. He's first team All-NBA last year. He's averaging 31 this year. I'm not saying he hasn't improved, but he's been him for 2 years now. He's been him since he was on the Clippers. He just didn't have the opportunities. But
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, now he's been able to flourish. But J-Dub, that boy was averaging, like, I think 9 or 10 last year, 11.
Imagine the Clippers with
18, 19 and 9?
So I'm not gonna say that.
What'd you say?
I was gonna say imagine the Clippers with SGA, but they got Harden, so it's not like
Another player I would say as a I don't want to say dark horse because he got so much praise this year, but I would say Tyrese Halliburton should be in that conversation as well. Even though
maybe Maxey too.
maybe Maxey as well, because he went from
I'll give it more to Maxey than Halliburton.
But Halliburton went from not doing nothing last. Not saying not doing nothing, but he was under the radar to All-Star
Last
starter.
year was really his breakout year, if we're being honest.
But he made All-Star starter this year, so people would consider this year his breakout year.
But everyone really found out about him last year, is what I'm saying. Like, everyone really realized,
feel like it depends how
Tyrese
he
Halliburton
plays.
is a name, that's going to be here for
That's
a little
true.
minute.
That's true.
I feel like it depends how Maxey plays without Joel Embiid being there.
He's been playing all right, but they haven't been winning at the same rate, which is okay. That team is built around Embiid.
Well, they've been having some injuries too, because Tobias Harris was out this last game.
Right.
I think he's been out like the last 2 games.
Mm.
You know, like they've been having a couple injury woes. So
You better get that feeling that Trae Young's been getting, that like that locked in from the whole defense. Like,
Yeah,
you're not
dog.
locked in on anybody but you.
Number 1 on the scouting
Yeah.
report.
Crazy, yeah.
He's number 1 on the scouting report.
Exactly.
Like no 35-point scorer with you. That's gonna be crazy. He's gonna excel, especially just like when everybody gets back. It's like, man, the court's so much more open now compared to what it was just now.
I mean, it's proven. He's an all-star this year. It's proven that he's
Facts.
taking that leap. And as far as most improved, if we really want to go that route, like who was already great that took that all-star level, I think Halliburton and Maxey are both in that conversation. But, you know, I think J-Dub, he's made the biggest impact on his respective team, because they went from play-in, borderline playoff team to second in the Western Conference, first in the Western Conference. So J-Dub has done a great job, so shout out to him. But we want to transition, man, before we close out season 3 of the Sports Bender podcast. Again, shout out my dog. Shout out my dog Jared for sliding through. My fault, man. I'm on a bender. On the Sports Bender. What do you expect?
Oh, man.
Bear Raghi with me as well, man. We want to close it out with Kanye West, man. Shout out Kanye, man, dropping out Vultures 1 right here just a couple weeks ago or last week. Did you guys get a chance to hear this album? Because I really wanted to break this down with you guys.
I got a chance to listen to 4, 5 songs.
Okay. Can I get your initial reaction just real quick before we
I'm
close
not gonna
out
lie,
the
like
season?
the songs that I did hear, they were pretty cool, and I'm not gonna lie because I fell off with Kanye a while ago, and I still tap in here and there to listen to his music because, you know, I know he's a musical great, so I'm gonna always tap in with him if he's dropping something new. But, you know, I like the few songs, and I'm gonna definitely give the album another listen, or not another listen, but a thorough listen.
Yes, it deserves
You
it.
know, because exactly like I said, I think he deserves it, and you know, I don't try to feed into the Kanye, you know,
Hate.
God superhero complex shit, but he's up there, man. He's one of them, so I feel like you have to give his music a listen every time he drops something new.
One of the most influential rappers of our generation, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think about, you know, just overall reaction from Vultures?
I've listened to it earlier today for the first time. I listened to it maybe 3 times straight through, so I don't think it has a lot of songs.
Yeah, like 15 or 14 or something like that.
But when I was listening
Damn,
to
that's
it,
decent, man.
it gave me like a response, like the vibe of a response to Drake's "Honestly Nevermind." Remember, like he did the EDM beats. He was rapping on them and everything. That's kind of like what it felt like, but he had Ty Dolla $ign with it to, like, you know, to combat his rapping with the singing with it.
Right.
So I really liked the album. It was probably like, I'd say like an 8 out of 10. But it just
Solid
felt like,
ranking. Solid
yeah,
ranking.
it felt like a response to Drake, like, yo, like, you know, like, you think I didn't hear that, but like I heard that, and this is what I'm dropping, like, to combat that. Because, you know, they're going back and forth, like,
Yeah, I
like
think
crazy.
Drake and Kanye are always gonna have long lasting beef. I think
2 greats.
yeah,
It's musical
I think
beef. It's like, it's nothing like, it doesn't get outside of music. It's like, it's better for us, like
Yes.
the listeners, like,
Yeah.
to see like our 2 favorite artists competing with each other.
I agree with that take as well. Just to give you guys a breakdown of what I thought of Vultures, man. I think the features were great on this album. I think it was a fun album to listen to. Unfortunately, I don't think Kanye is kind of like the same lyrically, and it may not be something maybe that I'm just not relating to, or like maybe it's the bars aren't hitting the same. But it's still good enough to pass for me, and then also the production has gotten way better. I think
What do you mean it's good enough to pass? Like
Like-
it's good enough, like
it's not terrible to the point where I can't listen to it, and the beats are good enough for me to pass through it. You know,
Okay.
like I can just concentrate on the production, and yeah, I hear what he's saying and stuff, but then I also like can kind of tune it out at the same time.
so
Like I
you're
said,
saying,
he's
like
got,
the bars don't really gravitate towards you. Like
not in the same fashion, because when he dropped all his old shit, like that shit is what I remember Kanye for the most. College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, Life of Pablo, like that era, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, like that. Those 5 albums right there, it's like that's the Kanye I know, you know. And then to hear what he's dropping now, it's just different. It's a different Kanye, but I can't say it's worse than what he dropped before, because there's people that probably relate to this shit that he's dropping right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, who am I to judge anybody else's journey? You know, this is probably hitting for somebody else. So it's just for me, like I said, the lyrics aren't hitting the same, but the production to me has gotten better. Like, Kanye has upped his level of production, as great as it was back then.
Experience.
Yeah, man, it's even better now. I mean, the production has got me in a fucking trance. Yo, I'm not lying to you, dog. The production on this album is amazing. I think the features on here are great. Cardi, you did your thing. Travi was on that thing as well. Chris Brown had a singing verse on there. I think you guys boys got to check out. Chris Brown was doing his thing. Who else on there? Freddie Gibbs had a verse on there, did his thing. And Ty Dolla $ign, bro. Man, shout out Ty Dolla $ign, bro. You fucking slid on that shit.
He's lit.
Yeah, he slid on that shit, bro.
He's lit.
I'm not gonna lie.
Haven't really heard any bad songs by Ty Dolla $ign.
He just drops bangers, bro. He just drops bangers, man. But it's a wrap. Season 3, episode 12 of the Sports Bender podcast. Make sure you guys tap in with us, man. Follow us on all social media platforms. Shout out my dog coach. Shout out Dolo. You already know what it is.
Sure.
Shout out Harry. Shout out everybody. Shout out the whole team, man. We appreciate y'all. Shout out Clutch Rips. You got any shout outs?
Shout out everybody. Shout out everyone supporting the pod. Shout out my old lady. It was Valentine's Day yesterday.
Yes, it was.
So, shout out everybody.
Wolfpack. Jared,
Wolfpack shit.
any shout outs?
Shout out to God.
Yes.
Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my dad.
Let's go.
Yes,
Shout out to my
sir.
people.
Hey,
Let's go.
Hey, girl, wish me well. I don't keep no chain, no ain't no wishing well. Don't kiss and tell. She still got my skin under her fingernail. Who the hell let you in this bitch? Boy, you look like you 12. Send them shells, cause I heard a dead man cannot tell a tale. Wish me well. I don't keep no chain, no ain't no wishing well. Don't kiss and tell. She still got my skin under her fingernail. Who the hell let you in this bitch? Boy, you look like you 12. Send them shells, cause I heard a dead man cannot tell a tale. Oh, for real. I be calling shot, you just be calling 12. Raw scale, ducking.